What is that? I'm back. I'm bored. And I don't feel like laying in bed, so yeah. I just don't feel good, but like I don't want to be in bed. I am so bored. I'm so bored, you guys. I don't know what to do. Like I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to go back to my bed, but it's like at the same time, I don't feel good. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. It's like nothing to do, and I don't feel good. So it's like it makes me like twice as bored because I'm not feeling well. I'm like uber bored, and I feel weak. So that's kind of why I'm like moving hella slow because I don't have any energy. I feel weak. Maybe I should just end this and then go lay down. I guess I don't know. I'm tired. I'm so bored. But I don't want to go to bed. 15. You guys, my Twitter has been locked for like 2 weeks. I'm so irritated. I've submitted this form twice already with my ID, and they haven't done shit. And it's annoying because like my PUBG, which is a game that's kind of like Fortnite, but it's better, is connected to my Twitter. So like, I mean, I can still play PUBG, but like if I wanted to log in somewhere else, I can't. And like, I can't go on Periscope because it's connected to my Twitter. So it's like it's just frustrating because anything that involves my Twitter, I can't do. Oh, my stomach is starting to hurt. I think I'm just gonna go because I don't feel good at all. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go because I just don't feel good at all. And I'm so bored. So bored, like for real. Yeah, I'm gonna end this because I'm just like I'm bored and I don't feel well. I just feel weak and stuff. And I think a lot of it has to do with my Adderall because I wasn't on my Adderall yesterday, and I'm on it today, and then I'm on my period. So it's like a mixture of both. So I think I'm just gonna go and rest. My stomach hurts. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go because I just don't feel good. I'm like I'm over here watching videos on my phone. I'm just so bored. So bored. I think I'm just gonna go lay down, honestly.
Okay. You see him? Well, the doctor will give you any results.
Well, joining us now is Dr. Travis Stork. He's an ER physician and host of the Emmy Award-winning show, The Doctors. So please welcome Dr. Stork.
Let me just turn this down before I copyright it.
Dr. Stork, and talking about the baby here. So you asked for an ultrasound, and how did that go? Was the technician nice to you? And
It was really nice. Like that was my first ultrasound, and it was kind of weird. Like she was pressing really hard and stuff, and I could feel him kick and stuff, but it was kind of weird.
right,
The gel was really cool.
and Dr. Short, this was done on the set of the doctors because you have created examination rooms over there and have an amazing array of equipment on the set over there, correct?
We do. And the doctors seen it. Yes, for a show, but yeah, we have exam rooms. We have ultrasound machines. So this morning was when the ultrasound was performed on Haley, and we do have some footage of it.
Okay. Well, can you walk us through it? We're going to show it right here. You can either approach it or from there you want, whichever you'd like to do.
Well, it's interesting because I feel the most notable thing on this ultrasound isn't what we see, it's what we don't see. And this is a pelvic ultrasound, and the ultrasound machine is basically showing your abdomen, the area exactly where you would expect to see the pregnancy, and there is no baby. And the most notable thing, again, if you compare this, and this is scanning all across your abdomen and your pelvis, looking everywhere. And if you look there, look with me, it is scanning every possible area where your baby would be, and there's no baby. And if you show this, Dr. Phil, still image of Haley's next to what an ultrasound would look like this far along, at 8.5 months, the baby is almost fully developed. That is what an ultrasound would look like. On the right hand side up there, again, you can see the head of the baby, you can see the body of the baby, but in your ultrasound, there's no baby.
Well, Dr. Short, she says that
What
she's
challenge?
9 days away from delivery, which is virtually full term.
You very clearly see the head here, you see the body, but over here, the one thing that the ultrasonographer said is that Haley did have dilated loops of bowel, and as she was pushing with the probe, those loops of bowel were moving around, and she was distended. And we talked a little bit about that, but as far as the actual ultrasound image, there's absolutely no indication of pregnancy. And ultrasound doesn't always show a pregnancy until maybe 5 or 6 weeks along. There's absolutely no way Haley's giving birth in that day.
Well, I don't have any bubble gum on me. So, yeah. If I did have bubble gum, I would. My dad, I don't know why, I've never met a person like this before. He doesn't like gum. And he doesn't like mint gum. I don't feel good at all. Like, legit, I don't feel good. Hi, Matt. Oh, don't say sorry, you're all good. If I had gum with me, I'd do it, but I don't have any gum. I have gum, but it's at my mom's house. Because my dad doesn't like gum. Nice California shirt, thank you. It says Coachella which if you live in California, then you already know what Coachella is. It's like a music festival. Well, I feel like if you live in America in general, so I feel like I just talked about it, so like, here in Cali, here in Cali, it's like a big thing. I personally have never been to Coachella. My dad got this for me at like Forever 21, I think, or I think it was H&M actually, like one of those stores. He got this for me. I personally have never been, but it would be cool to go. But like, I don't live near like LA or whatever, wherever it's at. Oh, was that cool? I've heard about that. I'm like so like I don't feel good. I just feel weak and tired. What? I have no idea what that person's trying to say. Are you sad? Yeah, I don't feel good. I just feel tired and like weak and I don't feel good. I don't want to, I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to waste my whole weekend in bed, but it's like at the same time, I don't have the energy to like do anything. And I don't know what to do because I promised my dad that I would help him make dinner, but it's like now I don't know because I'm so tired and weak. Hitting. Wait, hold on. Let me just do it in a different. Yep, I know. I'm so tired. I don't feel good at all. Oh my god. I don't feel good. I think I'm just gonna go and just like lay down. I don't know. Because there's no point in like making all these videos if I can't even talk. Like, I don't know. Why am I like what? What? Oh my god. Okay, yeah. This person privately messaged me and asked me a stupid ass question. I'm a girl, but why are you looking like that? I said, looking like what? She said, looking like that with your big chest. You know, guys don't like girls with big chests, right? Yours is big and making other girls jealous. I mean, I can't control that, so I apologize. Like, if you envy my chest, that's not my problem. It's not my fault. And also, if you're a girl, then you would know this, which makes me stop reading my if you really are a girl, then you would already know this. So either you're a girl that's young and doesn't have a period, or you're a man. Because women, when we get our period, our boobs swell. Mine swell. In general, I am a D, but when I get my period, they swell. So I apologize. Like, if you envy me, I can't control the growth of my breasts. You know. Oh, you're 11, so then don't be making comments about my boobs. You're only 11. What the fuck? You got time, girl. You shouldn't. First of all, here's one thing I learned because I used to be that little girl that was so jealous of people that had big boobs, and then I got big boobs and I hated it. And I'm gonna tell you why I hate it because I didn't say mine swell 7 sizes. I literally okay. Let me repeat this again because apparently this 11-year-old is deaf. In general, I am a D. I'm like a 32D. But when I get my period, they do swell. Was that clear? Or do I need to say it again? I am 21, so of course I'm gonna have bigger boobs than an 11-year-old. That's kind of common sense. That's like asking your mom why she has bigger boobs than you. She's older than you, like, you know. Um, so yeah, when I get my period, they do swell. But I'm in general like a 32D now because I don't even know how. Like, to be honest, like, I don't like condone. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't condone it, but like, I've never had any plastic surgery or anything. Like, and to be honest, growing up when I was a teenager, I didn't have like big boobs. Like, my best friend, she always had the big boobs, not me. And we always joked about like, um, we should like, get a surgery and like switch, because my best friend, she has like hers are bigger than mine, and she has like back problems and stuff. Which is why I'm telling you right now that big boobs aren't as cool as they look. They may look cool. Let me tell you, when you have them, your back will hate you, and they are hard to sleep with. And that is why I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. A lot of times I wear like t-shirts and stuff with no bra underneath because it's uncomfortable sometimes, like, having big boobs. Why your back will hate you? Because if you have really big boobs, you're putting all your pressure on your back and it hurts. I have an aunt that has like J sized boobs. So literally when she takes her bra off, her boobs are like, and she has like really bad like back problems. So like, so why no bra? Because it feels good and it's not because okay, when you wear a bra, you make your boobs go up. So I'm wearing a bra, but in general, when you wear a bra, your boobs go up. And when you take your bra off, they go down a little bit. Not, I mean, depending on if you have like saggy titties, that's different. But like mine aren't like saggy, but it kind of relieves pressure. So like, and especially for me, when I'm on my period, I really don't wear a bra unless I have to go somewhere because my boobs they just swell and they become tender, and I just don't. Yeah, when you wear a bra, depending on your bra too, because there's different types of bras. Like I personally, I can't like because there's different bras. There's like push-up bras, and there's like training bras for like people your age, and there's like but like I mean I'm not trying to sit here and be like hating on big boobs because yeah they're cool, but they can be really annoying. And let me tell you, when you're running, it is the weirdest feeling because sometimes wearing a bra all day is uncomfortable. You can ask your mom. In fact, what does your mom do when she comes home from work? I bet money that when your mom changes from her uniform, whatever, she takes her bra off. Because my mom does. And then she puts like a big t-shirt on, which is what I do. I like that's why you guys always see me in like t-shirts or like sweatshirts because I always like to wear shirts that don't reveal that I'm not wearing a bra because that's another thing about having big boobs is that your nipples are pointy as fuck. So that's why just you and your dad. Oh well, I'm sorry. I know the feeling. My parents are divorced, so but I go back and forth. So I see my mom sometimes. Um, but yeah, um, they're cool, but they can be really annoying. And then like when you sleep, oh, it's so annoying. And I don't know if it's from my boobs or not, but I've noticed that I'm starting to get like really bad back problems, and I don't know if it's my boobs or not. Why are your nipples like? I honestly don't know. I'm I'm not a doctor, so like I don't know. Um, yeah, you can ask me questions. Like I understand like your situation because my parents are divorced and my parents got divorced when I was 10. So, I kind of luckily for me though, my mom was in my life. So, I didn't have to you know, like, but like whenever I live with my dad, it can be very awkward. But why is running bad with big boobs? Because they bounce and it's not bad. It's like the weirdest feeling, and sometimes it can hurt. And like they bounce, and if yours are big enough, like when you're in high school or maybe even junior high, and you're gonna see girls that have big boobs, they're gonna wear sports bras to PE, or if they don't, you're gonna see girls running like this. I had a friend, and whenever we ran, she'd run like this, or she'd run like this, so her boobs wouldn't bounce. Like, and obviously back when I was in high school, I didn't have that problem. So I'm like, like why are you doing that? And then once mine started growing, I'm like, okay, like that's okay. They do bounce. I'm wearing a bra, so like that's why, everything's together and you can't, but if I wasn't wearing a bra and I would have bounced, like, they would be like boom, like it's not bad. No. It is completely normal for your tits to bounce. It's just annoying, and let me tell you, it is the weirdest feeling. Like I remember there was one time, and this is when I kind of realized that my boobs were like big because I don't know, I don't look at my chest all the time, so it's like I was playing Just Dance and I was dancing, and I don't know what move it was. It was obviously something that made me bounce, and my shit started bouncing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I didn't even know I had shit that bounced, and I like stopped, and I'm like, and it's a weird ass feeling. I'm gonna tell you, it is a weird ass feeling. Like I'm 21 years old, and it still catches me off guard sometimes if I'm like running. Oh, I'm like, hold on, I actually have to get a sports bra, to be honest. In fact, my best friend, her boobs are so big that she doesn't even wear. I mean, she can wear normal bras, but for her, sports bras are like more comfortable. Oh, yeah, I don't have any siblings, so I wouldn't mind being like an older sister. But I just feel like, in a way, I feel like I'd be like a really bad influence. I mean, I'm 21, so obviously, like, I do adult stuff, but like, like I'm dating this guy, and he's so well. I wouldn't say dating because like we're taking it slow right now, but like we call each other babe. That's about it, and love. And he calls me baby girl, but he he likes to like. I'm not even actually. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it on here right now because my parents don't even know. And the last thing I want to do is like say it on here and then someone go and like tell my parents. So what do they bounce like? I mean, I'm not about to like show you on my live stream because I could get in trouble for that. But like Google like girls running in bikinis and you will see. And let me tell you, it's the weirdest feeling. It's the weirdest feeling. Like, because YouTube is hella annoying. And like right now, I got my Twitter locked for like the dumbest shit that I did years ago. So I'm just like, I'm not trying to get my YouTube locked as well. Um, is it hard finding a bikini for your tits? Honestly, depending on your size, yes. Because like if you have like, obviously like J's or like, I mean, like maybe like C's, yeah. And like the hardest thing about it is that how bikinis come in like sets or like pairs, I should say. You have to like grab like, especially if you're like me, like a D on top, but then you're like a small and a bottom. So like you have to literally grab like two separate bathing suits, and then like it's like so annoying. It is, I mean, but it really does depend on your size. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can find, and like depending on the bikini, because if it's one of those bikinis with like the strings that you can tie, then you're good. But I'm not one of those girls that like purposely wear like the tiniest bikinis. Like that's not who I am. So I'm cool with whatever. And actually, right now, I'm one of my biggest fears, in a way, was because I'm losing weight. I don't know if you guys can tell. I've been losing weight because of my Adderall, and one of my biggest fears was that if I lose a lot of weight, that I'm gonna lose my boobs because I've heard of that. Like I was watching this YouTuber and she was actually making a video on how to make your boobs look bigger. This was back when I had really bad like insecurity issues, and I would like Google that type of stuff all the time because I just hated the way I looked. And like I said back then, I did not have like big boobs, so it was like it bothered me so much. So I know, I know. And so she was like talking about how like she used to be like a 30 something like D or something, and then she lost weight and now she's like a B or an A. And it was just it scared me. I'm like, oh my God, like what if I lose weight? I lose my tits. Like that's. And for me it's different because like not even just look wise, but like I don't look 21. So it's like if I'm 21 and I have like A cups, like who's gonna believe I'm 21 if I have the body of a 13-year-old? You know what I'm saying? At least with my D's, you know, people can, you know, say like, okay, yeah, you know, obviously you're an adult because you have like an adult chest. And I mean, I'm not to say that because I know like my cousin who's like 17 or she's almost 17, she has some pretty big tits for a 17-year-old, you know. So if you don't wear a bra, can people tell? Yes. Well, for me, yes, because my nipples are pointy and they poke through shirts, which is why I wear a lot of t-shirts and stuff. Like this shirt, I went without a bra, I think, and it wasn't really that. Well, my dad told me that it was kind of noticeable, but like if I'm at home, I don't really care. But like if I'm going somewhere, I'll wear a bra. Um, but that's why a lot of times I wear t-shirts because they're not as noticeable. Because sometimes they can be really uncomfortable to wear a bra, especially if your boobs are swollen from your period. Yes, they're always pointy and it's fucking annoying. And I have like guy friends that joke around with me and they're like, "Are you like turned on?" And I'm like, "No, that's just my nipples." Like, I swear to God, like, you know, I'm not a doctor, so like, you know, I don't know everything about like, I mean, I know everything about the female body, but like, you know, every girl is different, and you know, so you know, I guess honestly, I don't know because like I said, mine are always pointy, so I don't know, but like, I guess some girls like get pointy boobs when they're turned on. I know that they point when you're cold, but like I don't know because mine are like generally always pointy. And one thing I've noticed, and my mom told me that it's normal. My mom's a nurse, so that's kind of why I know a lot about the human body because I literally live with a nurse. So like you know, so she told me that it's normal for one boob to grow a little bit faster than the other, which I have problems with. It's not really that noticeable for me. It is because you know when I look down, I can see it. And like I've noticed that like one nipple is like more developed and pointy than the other one, and it's like I hate it. Yeah, it's cool. It is cool that she's a nurse, but because she's a nurse, when I do get sick, she can't take care of me because she can't afford to be sick. So it's kind of annoying because it's like, and like when I'm sick, I come to my dad's house, and then she'll bring me like soup and medicine and stuff, but I can't stay with her when I'm sick because she can't afford to be sick. So it's like it's cool, you know. Yeah. There was like one time I had this really bad fever, and like she kicked me out of her. Well, she didn't kick me out, but like she was like, "Okay, you're gonna go to your dad's." And my dad also had a fever, so we were literally both like bedridden. It was so bad, and I can't tell you the last time I've had a fever like this. Like legitimately, guys, I was in bed with my dad, and I was shaking. I was wearing nothing but like underwear and like obviously like a thin blanket because when you have a fever, you're both hot and cold. Anyone who's had a really bad fever knows this. So I'm literally in bed and I'm like shaking, and then because I'm shaking so much, I'm sweating. But if I take the blanket off, then I'm gonna be cold, you know. So it's like I was like literally shaking. It was so bad, and I could not eat anything. Not because I throw up, because I didn't have that problem. Thank God. I have a fear of vomit, but I couldn't eat anything because everything tasted like shit. My mom brought me a smoothie from Jamba Juice, and I went to drink it, and I'm like, "Ew, like what the fuck is this shit?" I'm like, "Mom, they messed it up," and she's like, "Oh no, honey, you're just sick. Your taste buds are whack." And I'm like, "What? Are you serious?" Like I was like so sad because I love Jamba Juice, you know. I was like, man, so I had to work with it and it was so annoying, you know? And I mean eventually you can kind of taste it, but it was like really annoying. And I had the worst cough and it kept me up all night. And um yeah, it was so bad. And then on top of that, our house was for sale. So that weekend that we were sick or whatever, that like weekend, yeah, it was a weekend I think people were coming to our house to look at our house. And now, the first time I wasn't there, I was at my mom's house because I didn't know I was sick. Another thing about having a nurse for your mom is that sometimes she doesn't always know when you're sick. So like I'll have these symptoms, like you know when you have allergies and you have like the sniffles and stuff. So like that's what happened with me. And so I told my mom, and she's like, "Oh, it's probably just your allergies." So I'm like, "Okay, you know." Now a week before, I was in Utah visiting some family, and my aunt was getting over like a head cold or something. So keep that in mind. So I don't know why I didn't think about that, you know. So I thought I had allergies. So my dad was already sick, and he's in his house. These people came, and the person that was showing the house asked my dad to get up out of bed and wait outside. Now, if you've ever had a fever, you know that you are literally, you're so weak. And I don't know about you guys, my balance and everything is off when I'm really sick. I mean, I'm dizzy. I mean, I can't do it, you know. I can't. So for these for this person to ask my father to get up out of bed while he's weak and sick, like when I heard, honestly, it irritated me. And I already told my dad, when I get there, I'm not getting out of bed for nobody. So unless they have a gurney, I'm not leaving because I don't play that. I don't do that. I told him that. And my dad told me, he's like, "Don't worry, you're not going anywhere. They're not gonna make you go nowhere." I'm like, good. To me, that's ridiculous. So they made him get up and wait outside. And then um, I came like the next day, I think. Or was it the same day? That is wrong. That's so fucking wrong. So I came, I think it was the same day, if not the next day. And I had a really bad fever. So what happened was, like I said, I thought I had like these weird allergy symptoms, but then I can always tell when I'm sick because my head always feels funny. I always feel kind of like lightheaded, kind of dizzy, um, and my balance kind of it doesn't feel right. I can always tell when I'm sick. So I kept telling my mom, you know, I just don't feel good, you know, and and when you're really sick, you know, all you want to do is go to bed. You don't want to like, you know. So I kept telling my mom, I had my cousin with me, and at the time he was really young, but obviously he was able to walk, so he couldn't have been that young. Well, he's 7 now, so who knows how old he was. Um, and so I was like, "Mom, can you drop me off at home so I can go take a nap?" And she was like making this like big deal, like, you know, okay, but if I'm going to drop you off, then I have to drop off Tintin. Or that's what we call my cousin, by the way. That's his nickname. I'm like, why? Like, why do all that? You know, like just anyway. It wasn't long. I don't know. So we went and dropped off my cousin, and then she dropped me off, and I went home and I took a fat nap. Which, if that doesn't tell you that you're sick, I don't know what the fuck does. I have a headache right now, and it's like in the weirdest part of my head. Um, so I took a nap, and I woke up. I kid you not, sweating. And at first, I thought maybe, you know, because you know sometimes when you fall asleep with like the blankets on, you wake up sweating. I don't know. I do that all the time. So I thought, okay, maybe it's just like, you know, me being with the blanket. So I took off the blanket, and then I thought, you know what? Like with everything that I've been feeling today, let me just take my temperature and see if I'm actually sick. You know. So I grabbed a thermometer because, you know, me living with a nurse, we have fucking everything in our house. So I grabbed a thermometer and I put it in my mouth. And it was like 130, I think, point something like that. And or it was like, yeah, no, it was 100.3. I am noticing the messages. I'm telling a story. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, this is definitely not allergies now. So I took the thermometer and I took a picture, and I have a group chat with my parents, and I sent it in the group chat, and I'm like, can somebody please explain to me what type of allergy I have that gives me 100.3 temperature? And my mom goes, oh no, guess you have to go to your dad's house. So she brought me a slushie, and then I packed my stuff and I went to my dad's house. And then no, it was 100.3, I think. Or I honestly don't remember, but it was obviously, it was a high fever. Because it was definitely, it was 100, but I don't know what it was. Um, so I went to my dad's house, and then my dad's girlfriend at the time, his ex-girlfriend, now, and her daughter came, and she's like a big like germaphobe in a way. I mean, honestly, when you're around sick people, I don't blame you, but like I don't know. She walked in, and my dad I think was more better than I was. Um, but she walked in and she saw me like with the blanket like this shaking because I was standing up and I was shaking. My dad is cold, and she was like, "Oh no, you're both sick." And her daughter like hated school, so she was like, "Please get me sick. Please get me sick. I don't want to." And she's like, "Okay, we'll just come when you guys feel better. I don't want Olivia to get sick." And I was like, "No, no, no, get me sick, get me sick." I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know what to do, and I'm freezing. So, I went to bed. Well, I didn't go to bed, but I went to my dad's bed and we just watched TV for a while. And then eventually I got tired and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to my bed. Well, I was shaking in his bed. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to my bed because, and then in my bed, I can like take my shirt off and shit. So I went to my bed and I got comfortable. I feel like anyone who's had a fever like knows the feeling. I took everything off except my underwear, obviously. Um, and then at the time, I was dating this really awful guy. I mean, okay, he wasn't an awful guy. He just, he always thought that I was talking to other men when I wasn't. And it became a problem because he would always accuse me and we were always fighting. And when you have a fever, you're weak. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have the energy to yell. Like, so like, I was laying in bed and he calls me and he's like, "Are you talking to someone else?" And I'm like, "Do you not see how I look? Like I'm fucking sick. I'm dying. I'm legitimately dying. I'm in bed dying. And you're asking me if I'm cheating on you." And I mean, I was so mad that I couldn't argue with him because that's how sick I was. And so I'm like, you know what? If you want to be that way, then be it that way. I'm going to sleep. Like, I just don't have the energy. So, and then he got mad at me for getting sick because, like, I think a week before that or something, I had a sore throat and I didn't do anything about it because a lot of times when I get sore throat, it's nothing. If you have allergies, you get an itchy sore throat, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really do, I can tell if it's going to get me sick or not because the sore throats that I get, they make me salivate. Those are the ones that get me sick. If it's just a regular sore throat, I'm not concerned about it. But if they like make me salivate a lot, or if it like hurts to swallow like badly, and if I can feel it in my tonsils or whatever, those are the ones that get you sick. Like, because with me and my allergies, I get itchy throats and sore throats all the time. So I don't always do everything about it because it's annoying. So he got mad at me because he was like, "Why didn't you goggle when you had a sore throat? Now you're sick. Look at you." And I'm just like, you want to argue with me now when I'm fucking sick? Like, he was just, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about him. But yeah, that was one of the worst fevers I've ever had. It was so bad. I mean, I didn't sleep at night. So bad. And the next day they came to show the house. And my dad told the lady, "My daughter's sick and she's in bed." And the lady's like, "Oh no." Because he told the lady, "I'm better." And so she's like, "Oh good." But he's like, "But my daughter's sick." She's like, "Oh no." So they still showed the house, but no one came in my room. It was actually really awkward because people would come and like peep their head in. And I'm just laying in bed, like watching TV, dying because I could not walk. I tried to walk and the room was like moving. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay down. Um, so yeah, I was just laying in bed and I would purposely cough like with my mouth open hella loud to get people to like not come in my room. So yeah. Um I honestly miss that house. It was such a good house, and it was in such a cool area. And like honestly, I love this house, but like, you know, I have the fattest headache right now, and it's like in the weirdest, like it's like right here. Like, ugh. Like Adil was a sweetheart, but like he just I don't know, he had anger issues, and when he was mad, he became very scary. Like it was a long distance relationship, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared to meet him in person, and I never ended up meeting him in person because we broke up. But like, I was kind of scared because I'm like, if we get into a fight, what the fuck is gonna happen? Because like, do you use any social site? Yes, I do. Oh my god, why is she like demanding that I join her live stream? Like, what the fuck? I will sing a song to make you better. Nothing is gonna make me better. I'm on my period. Don't say you're who. If I'm your older sister, why are you telling me what to do? This relationship is gonna end really quickly. I have a feeling because I'm not liking this. I'm an adult. I'm 21 years old. If I want to say my social, I can say my social. My social is literally on my. If you go to my channel, it's literally in the banner. Like, go ahead. I'm your sister, not your mother. Well, I'm not your parental guardian, so I'm not taking responsibility for anything you do online. I'm just telling you that right now. Like she's asking me, can I do this? My dad said not to. Well, I'm not your parents. Like my mom is dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. No, you didn't. You didn't say your mom was dead. You just said that you live with your dad. Whatever. Um, this is kind of getting ridiculous in a way. Like throughout my story, she was like messaging me, demanding that I leave my live and go to her live. Yeah, I know that. But anyway, which side? I use everything, honestly. Like, I use everything. Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad at you. It's just irritating. I sent you a follow request on Insta and I subscribed. Okay. Let me, um, I'm waiting for the notification from my Instagram to tell me. I actually don't even know what Instagram I put on my banner. Oh shit. Oh my God. What account did you send the request to? Because I have like three, but I only use like one. Well, I have like two that I use, but I don't use this other one anymore because it like has this weird glitch in it and it's so annoying. It keeps saying I have like a notification when I don't, and it's so annoying. So I stopped using it because I have OCD, so it just bothers me. Oh my God, I've been on here for an hour. Oh hell no. Okay. Yeah. So eventually I am gonna end this one. I'm sorry, I've never had a sis before. I've never had a sister either. Mind you, I'm an only child, so all I have are dogs. Can I ask you one more question about your tits, please? I guess. I mean, what is there to ask? Like, not yet. What account did you send the Hold on. You know what? Don't even answer that. I'm gonna go to my own channel and I'm gonna see. Because I think I need to update that. Um, 'Cause I just realized that my Instagram might be. Yep. Oh fuck. 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 Okay. It's okay. Um, it's all good. I have to log into my old Instagram real quick, and I'll send you a follow from my new one. I need to update that. I just realized that um, I put my old Instagram on there. Fuck. No, don't cancel it. I will accept it. It's just on my old account that I don't use a lot anymore. But I'll accept it. I just have to log into it. It's not on my phone. That's why I never got a notification for it. I just answered your question. Why do you keep messaging me? I just told you you can. I just said yes. You can ask me one. Dude, this like messaging thing is making my phone fucking glitch. Like really bad. And I don't know if it's because she keeps messaging me back to back, but it's like making my phone glitch. I don't think YouTube should have a messaging feature on it just because, like, because one, they don't even know how to work it. My shit's already glitching. And two, like, people on YouTube are just like, they just like to harass people. And it's just crazy. Like this 1111 person, like, you know, you're so awesome. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. I kind of want to end this live stream because I don't feel good. 1111 is bad. Yes, I know. Okay. I don't feel good. What? Oh my God, she keeps saying sis, sis, sis. Like, I don't even know how many times I told her yes. And she keeps saying sis, sis, sis. End the live, please. Why? This is going to end up being a problem, honestly, because I'm just not in the mood. I don't feel good. Like, I'm on my period. I have no energy. I'm not trying to be rude, but you're like 11 and I'm on my period and you don't even have a period yet. So it's like, how are you going to make me feel better? You don't even know what I'm going through. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's like, this isn't like a cold or a flu. This is, my period lasts like 5 days, maybe, sometimes longer. The pain usually will last 2 or 3 days, but the period itself is like 5. I don't have any pain right now, but I'm just like weak and tired. Does it make your tits sore? Yes, it does. I wouldn't say sore. I would say maybe like tender. I mean, like, because like I can touch them, so it's not like but they are tender. Should I wait for your reply on Insta? Yes. I have to log into my old Instagram account, and I will accept you. Tender where? Everywhere. Not everywhere my boobs. What do you mean where? Like everywhere on my boobs. Like, I mean, like I said, but they're good now. I don't know. Sometimes they're really bad. Oh yeah. When I squeeze it, it hurts, but like they're not. I don't know. I have a bra on, so it's like it's kind of hard. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, I have to pee so bad, and I'm sitting here answering all these questions. No, it hurts. You guys, I have to go because I have to pee so bad, and I don't feel good. And I don't think it's a good idea to like make myself sit up here.
Man, that brisket smells great.
I know.
Nobody.
My dad is here. My dad is here, so I'm gonna go. Bye.